all times with your hands, arms, feet, and legs well inside the train. If you are traveling with any children, they must be seated to the left of an adult. Once again, all children must be seated to the left of an adult with you as the adults on our right-hand side of the train. And for the comfort of those around you, please no smoking, eating, or drinking. So if you do have any food or beverage with you folks, please seal them up and put them away. Our next and only other stop is Frontierland, your one stop for Adventureland and Liberty Square. The train will then make its way back here to Main Street, U.S.A., and a round trip takes approximately 20 minutes. For those of you trying to get to Fantasyland or Tomorrowland, this would be your stop. And just so you know, folks, we will be holding here just for a few moments due to parade crossing, so just sit back and the train will be on its way as soon as possible. Alrighty folks, we haven't given that okay before caution, so at this time, please remain seated. No more switching seats, please. All aboard!
Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. We're about to take a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom with a stop at Frontierland along the way. Sit tight. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs well inside the train. We're leaving Main Street Station right now, so wave it goodbye. But if you stay on board long enough, sooner or later, you'll be back. So settle down. Permanezca sentado. Cuidemos pequeños. There's no better place to ride the rails than the Magic Kingdom. By the way, we're traveling on pure steam power. This old locomotive is descended from the mighty trains that powered the golden age of steam. And just like me, it's a little old-fashioned. Now, where else can you travel from the charm of Main Street, U.S.A.? Untamed jungles of Africa, Asia, and South America. Magic Kingdom, anything is possible. We're heading straight from our Adventureland. He's hiding out among those spirits, pirates of the Caribbean. Whether you're boarding a boat for the jungle cruise or flying on Aladdin's magic carpets, you visit Adventureland, bring an extra dose of freedom.
The third car last row for put outside the row, please put it back in. Third car last row for put it outside the train, please put it back in.
Of exciting adventures. You might catch a runaway mine train at Big Thunder Mountain, or hop on over to Splash Mountain and join Bear Rabbit straight down to Fire Match. We've reached Frontierland Station, everyone, so sit tight until we come to a complete stop. If you're disembarking here, please carry your strollers all the way off the platform before you unfold them. That'll help make room for the new passengers joining us. Watch your step now. This is Frontierland Station.
Alrighty folks, for your safety as we approach the station, please remain seated until the train has come to its full and complete stop and I give you the all clear. For those of you strollers, we do ask that you take them completely off the platform before unfolding them, so folks, please do not unfold those strollers on the platform. Once again, please remain seated until I give you the all clear.
That was the end of the ride.
Remain seated, please, guys. Not yet. Oh, clear, please watch your step while exiting the train and welcome to Frontierland. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. For your safety, please remain seated at all times with your hands, arms, feet, and legs well inside the train. If you are traveling with any children, they must be seated to the left of an adult. Once again, all children must be seated to the left of an adult, with you as the adult on our right-hand side of the train. And for the comfort of those around you, please no smoking, eating, or drinking. So if you do have any food or beverage with you folks, please seal them up and put them away. Alrighty, folks, we have been given the okay for board motion, so at this time, please remain seated. If you are still on the platform, please find the first available seat because this train is ready to depart. All aboard!
Howdy, folks. If you're just joining us, welcome aboard the Walt Disney World Railroad. The next leg of our journey will take us all the way back to Main Street, U.S.A. Stay seated. Keep your hands and arms, feet and legs safely inside the train. And as always, keep an eye on the road. As we enter the American wilderness, we'll pass by the dusty desert town of Tumbleweed. Keep your eyes peeled for the runaway mine trains of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Runaway trains. Now I ask you, that railroad. I feel right at home here in the prairies and forests of the American wilderness. These roads haven't changed much since the day when settlers started heading west. Nowadays, rails compare to safety to the wild. A trip that used to take months can now be made in just a few weeks. There's plenty of deer, antelope, and elk that feed along the banks of the river. And naturally, plenty of early settlers decided to put down stakes and live here too. Of course, those early settlers weren't the first to make their home in this wild frontier. These native tribes of Plains Indians were living, hunting, and trading for centuries before we ever came along. They were the first to tame the wild horses of the American plains, long before our big old iron horses started shuddering through these parts. Looks like we're almost out of the woods, folks, and we're coming to the outskirts of Fantasyland, a place where any dream can come true. Here you can fly with Peter Pan or take a spin in a teacup. Walt Disney always believed that no magic kingdom would ever be complete as long as there was imagination left in the world. With that spirit in mind, these folks are dreaming up a whole new Fantasyland. They're hard at work making future dreams come true. Someday soon, you'll be able to take a trip under the sea with the Little Mermaid, or be our guest for an enchanted feast inside the Beast's castle. But for now, it sure is exciting to think about all the fun that lies ahead. Steam train needs water to keep going, just like you and me. Up ahead, there's an outpost and a water tower, and it looks like we'll be resting there a spell. That'll give the engineer time to top off the tender. Once again, we're just making a quick stop. Everybody please stay on board. Sit tight, and we'll be on our way in just a few minutes. Our next stop is Main Street, U.S.A. Looking at all those posters, I'd say the circus is coming to town, and this circus is coming to stay. It's the Fantasyland Storybook Circus. When it opens, you'll be able to soar through the air with Dumbo the Flying Elephant, and join Goofy on the Barnstormer, a rollicking ride of circus acrobatics and coaster thrills. Circus isn't here yet, but it won't be too much longer. Our next stop is Main Street Station. Sit tight, everyone, and we'll be underway in just a moment or two.
Alrighty folks, we have stopped here momentarily to refill our agenda with some water, so just sit back and we will be on our way in just a moment or two. Alrighty folks, we have been given that okay for forward motion, so at this time, please remain seated.
It looks like we've replenished our water supply, and we're ready to embark on the next leg of our journey. Our destination is Main Street, USA. Now, everyone stay seated and keep your hands and arms, feet and legs inside the train at all times. Oh, and please keep an eye on your children.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
There are some who say that this steam train is a little old-fashioned, but for me, it's the only way to travel. Of course, there are those who prefer to hit the highway, and on the right, you just might spot some pint-sized drivers taking their first spin behind the wheel of a car.
Car 3, if your foot is outside the train, please put it back in. Car 3, if your foot is outside the train, please put it back in. Black shoe. Thank you.
The galaxy at our busy starport in Space Mountain. Tomorrowland is truly a world on the move. Speaking of moving, it seems like a whole lot of new neighbors have been migrating in from all corners of the Milky Way. There's that rascally Experiment 626, better known as Stitch, always up with his usual antics. Buzz Lightyear is scouting for a few good space rangers. Even the monsters of Monstropolis have taken a shine to Tomorrowland. I hear those monsters are pretty funny. They're sure funny looking. Yep, the future is here today at the Magic Kingdom. And the future looks like a lot of fun. But after working on the railroad all the live-long day, it's nice to come home to good old Main Street, USA. Inspired by the small-town dreams of a young Walt Disney, a walk down Main Street is like stepping back into the early years of the 20th century. Of course, ours is a Main Street of the imagination, and we've got our own hometown hero, Mickey Mouse. Mickey and his friends have gathered at the Town Square Theater, and they're always happy to meet their fans. We've made a complete trip around the Magic Kingdom. For those of you who've been on board for the whole journey, thanks for putting up with me these past few days. If you're staying with us, we'll be headed for Frontierland next. Right now, please stay seated until our train comes to a complete stop. Then pick up your belongings and carefully step off the train. If you have strollers to unfold, please take them all the way beyond the platform so we can safely board passengers for the next leg of our journey. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, U.S.A.
Alrighty, folks, for your safety as we approach the station, please remain seated until the train has come to its fully complete stop and I give you the all clear. And for those of you strollers, we do ask that you take them completely off the platform before folding them. So, folks, please do not unfold your stroller on the platform. Once again, please remain seated until I give you the all clear. Remain seated, please. Not yet, guys. Oh, clear, please watch your step while exiting the train and welcome to Main Street, USA.